I had just finished working on the invasion with Colonel Hill. We were at Portsmouth, and word came in that the British were having an exercise at Slapton Sands called Operation Tiger. Colonel Hill said, I'm going to send you, Sergeant. I went to Plymouth in southern England. At Plymouth, they had a whole bunch of landing ships that hauled tanks. And instead of putting tanks into these landing ships, they put 400 in each of the holds. They had an armed guard on top of the ship so that we wouldn't be attacked from up there. I happened to be in the first one to the left that headed from Plymouth to Slapton Sands. There was one to the right, where our ship was about a quarter of a mile away, and it was a quarter of a mile farther to the right. There was the third landing ship there. And behind us, approximately a quarter of a mile, half a mile behind us, 3 more of these landing ship tanks, to a total of 11 of those that were in there. So the British were preparing us with live fire. Well, before the British got to us, 2 German E-boats came in. They sent out 2 torpedoes. They sunk the 2 ships to my right, and they shot up our armed guard on top of us and shot out our air. So we were breathing the fumes from this raw diesel. 400 of us were laying on the floor, vomiting and breathing through our wet soap handkerchiefs. I don't know how we made it back to Plymouth from Slapton Sands, but we did. And when we got out of that landing ship, a full bird colonel came up and swore us to secrecy, that we wouldn't say a word, we couldn't talk about this, even to our commanding officers when we got back, under penalty of court-martial. Over 40 years, this was a secret from me and my family. My family didn't even know about it. And then the British broke it open, and I can finally speak about it. This was a month before D-Day. 795 casualties in those 2 landing ship tanks that lost their lives there. And our army didn't even tell anybody about it until after D-Day, and the casualties were just put down for casualties from D-Day, which was a 1 month difference.